Last year, niggas claimed that I fell off. I guess you would call this a comeback. On my solo dolo shit like Mike Rose, with 2 cities on both shoulders, still never walk with hunchback. After all these haters told me get my weight up, so I jacked up on steroids to make it from minors to majors. Used to be a broke lil nigga. Now all I do is count my paper, so why should I apologize for the life that I done earned? Got my finger up to my critics like, fuck them, let the track burn. If the flow hostile or I'm hot now, what the fuck would I wait my turn? I'm calling me a problem child, always acting wild, live a life with no concern. So for all those who take shots, I might be saying prayers for your earn. Rest in peace to your career, when the fuck y'all gon' learn? Cause I eat beef like Shark Week on repeat for the whole year. And I won't stop till I'm on top like a shit down like a sheriff. Excuse me. Can you hold my mic for a second? Cause I feel like I'm the shit, nigga. Cause I gotta do my dance. All I need is a new Bugatti and I'ma be legit, nigga. Excuse me. Can you hold my mic for a second? Cause I feel like I'm the shit, nigga. Cause I gotta do my dance. All I need is a new Bugatti and I'ma be legit, nigga.
Yo. What's good, Playboy?
Feeling great, feeling great.
What you up to?
I'm looking forward to this. We got some good shit to talk about.
Facts, bro.
So I'm excited. This is woo. It's a good day. It's a good day today. I'm feeling great. How you feeling? Good week. Absolutely.
Good, man. I got my drink. I got my Jose and orange juice and Red Bull, you know what I'm saying? Ready for the show. I got wings already, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at it. I like it. The man got wings. The man got wings going already.
Wings, yo. You know what I mean?
We out here. I love it. I love it. Should be good.
Go ahead and get your intro off, man. Let the people know who you are. We're gonna start doing that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know me. You know me. It is the West Coast captain of this here shit. You know, how do you say it? The asshole by nature, you know. Corey motherfucking Hansford. Here. I'm excited. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, you know what? I like that intro, bro. I ain't not even gonna front like you. I like that intro, man. I like that intro. I would never expect my nigga Corey to have an intro. Nigga got a nickname and everything. That's crazy.
I wasn't even ready for it. I wasn't even ready for it. Yeah, here we are.
So let me ask you, because people get nicknames. Like, did you come up with the nickname? Was the nickname assigned to you? Like,
no, my boy. This was in college when I was in the drum line. Shout out to the Howard drum line, Thunder Machine. You know, escorting Kamala Harris during the inauguration yesterday, as well as the ooh la las and flash flags. You know, Howard University supporting Howard University. You know, y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Thanks.
HU, we do great things.
Yeah.
But my boy, I'm 98% sure it was my boy Dion, who was my snare captain at the time. I was the captain. He ran the snare drums, and he just told me that one day. I don't know what made him think of it, but he was like, "Dog, you an asshole by nature. You really are. Like, you just called me that." I was just like, I can't deny that point. So we stuck with it. It's not something called regularly, but it fits like a motherfucker. So
I agree with him. If you new to the show, even if you were regular to the show, you have no idea how much shit me and Corey talk to each other on a daily basis. You have no idea. No idea. But shit, let me get this intro off. Y'all already know who it is. It's Mr. Zero Dark 30, Mr. Blackout season coming soon, Mr. Most hated at conversations at the shop. You know what I'm saying? You got to live by that. You know what I mean? Most hated. You know what I mean? It's Malik the motherfucking guy. Huh? What's good? You get Gerard in the background.
I had to add that because Gerard here. Someone has to follow that. So
yeah. Always.
Has to be done. Oh man. Feels good.
Let's get this shit started, man.
You know we started. It's the only thing that can be started with. Why did Max Holloway do Calvin Kattar like that? Oh my God.
I like Calvin Kattar, but
I really do. I really do.
Max clearly showed levels to this. Like,
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
I told you.
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Listen to your co-host more. I told you. I said, look, man, bless. Like, bless. I don't want to hear. I understand. Cater's scary. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He can knock anybody out at any time, but that's Max Holloway over there. And you know Max still pissed off he don't got his belt.
Very pissed off. Very pissed off.
I didn't know he was that mad, though. I didn't know he was that mad.
I thought there would be like more than one or two moments where Kattar looked like he had him in trouble. Like, I always had Max winning. I figured it'd probably go 5 because no one finishes Kattar. But like, I didn't think Max could top his destruction of Brian Ortega. And he blew by it. Like, he yelling at Dana, he yelling at the announcers, saying I'm the best boxer here. Man, doing some Anderson Silva ducking punches. He dancing on Kattar. He embarrassed him. And that is a legit top 10 at worst, top 10 featherweight in the world.
What was Kattar right there when he was 6? Like 6? He was 6, right? Yeah.
6 in the UFC. So like, I want to say I'm shocked by Max's performance, but I was shocked that it was just this damn dominant. Maybe I believe in Kattar a little more, but Jesus Christ, like it got hard to watch.
Yeah, it did. It did. It did. Like, we've seen dominant performances before, but usually it's a dominant performance like on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a certain
Khabib just controls you.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for Max to do what he did on the feet and then to make it look so effortless, bro. Like, bruh. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, because we were watching it while we was doing the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? And even while we was on the show, we had to stop and be like, well, damn. Especially like when he had Kattar against the cage and then he just started letting off, like getting any shot that he wanted.
Yeah.
Bruh.
That fight could have been stopped. And I don't put it so much on the ref because there was never a point where Kattar was hurt, like was really rock kind of out on his feet, arms down, or, you know, like just completely, like there was never that point. That point never hit. He just couldn't, like he always knew where he was. He always knew what was happening. He just couldn't stop it. Where I will put some shit on is on Kattar's corner. And to me, there's a point where you're supposed to protect the fighter from himself.
Yeah.
And it was just clear, like, kudos to Kattar because he kept trying to defend. He kept swinging back. He was trying to find his spots. It just wasn't going to happen. But it was clear as day. Your man's getting destroyed. In here, I would not have been mad if the corner said, look, Calvin, we love you. We got to stop this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they didn't stop the fight because, like, if you think about it, like how tough Cater is, like, even though Cater took all that damage, he never wilted. You know what I'm saying? So I got mad respect for Cater. Like any other fighter that I see go through that, Max probably would have got him out of there by the third, fourth round. Like easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that made me respect Cater even more that she was able to take that ass whooping and still make it through the fight. But
all
man,
respect.
like still, bro. So let me
before we get, let me just run these numbers down. 445 significant strikes, UFC record for a single fight. Previous high was 290, which was also Holloway's. 447 total strikes, which means only 2 of his strikes this entire fight were not significant.
God, bro. That's crazy.
That's also a single fight UFC record. The previous high was 361, also held by him. 746.
Max got 400 significant strikes. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, Max got 400 significant fights. I mean, strikes. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
He almost broke his own record by 100. It's insane. 746 total strike attempts, single fight record. 141 significant strikes in round 4 alone. That is a single round UFC record. He's now landed 100 or more significant strikes in 12 different fights. No other fighter in UFC history is more than 8. He's landed 2,618 significant strikes in his UFC career. That's the most in company history. 2,805 total strikes in his UFC career. Also the most in company history. And he's never been knocked down in 24 octagon appearances.
I don't even know what to say, bro.
The man is a living fucking legend.
I don't even know what to say, especially after the significant strike shit. I don't even know what to say, bro. That's not some shit that you see in any fight. Like, for only 2 of your strikes to not be significant.
Right. Like, I want someone to find me those 2 strikes that weren't significant. I really want to see them. Like, I want to know which were the ones that weren't significant. I really, really want to know this. Like, just for my own sake, I really want to know that. Oh, man.
So let me ask you before I get to the main question, just so we have some substance. Is Max the best boxer in the UFC with those type of numbers, bro?
Oh, we got to go strictly boxing. Because when we're talking about total strike and you're bringing in kickboxing, that's a whole nother level. I'm probably putting Stylebender ahead of everyone in that, you know.
Okay.
Straight boxing. Jesus, off the top of my head, as far as like real, maybe not, you know, not power and all that, but just pure technique. He's in that convo. It's hard to think of anyone that I'd definitely like clearly put ahead of him. There's a couple people I put in that conversation. Petr Yan comes to mind. His style, his boxing is outstanding. I'd probably throw Amanda Nunes in there too.
Of course. I was about to say Amanda. Of course. Yeah.
I think she'd go in there too. But that's all I can really think of without adding in the. It's so hard to find people who are just doing boxing like that. If you want to throw the Diaz's in there, I don't really care for their style, their technical style too much.
Right.
It's effective as shit. It fucking works.
Stockton slap, baby.
Right. But that's kind of the only 2 I can think of that I'd really put in. I'm probably missing some people. I'm sure I am. But the only 2 I can really see. I don't put Conor as just a boxer. That's difficult for me to put Conor as just a boxer. If you want to go straight striking, I'm absolutely. I don't know if Conor is just about. I feel like Conor has some okay like not all the time.
I mean, he uses he uses that spinning kick, but he only uses it to set up his boxing. Like he's not really trying to knock you out with his kicks. You get what I'm saying? Like
with any kicks. True. No. You're right. You're right on that. You can. Yeah. Okay. So we could throw Conor in that too. Then
he did fight Floyd Mayweather.
Conor in there.
Let's keep it a full buck. Like he fought Floyd. Like he won a couple rounds. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care that Floyd off. Whatever.
People can always do that. He did the same. Okay. He literally did the same thing to Zab Judah. Go ahead, Zab. You want to for a couple rounds.
You're right. I got you. You're right. Right.
But yeah, those are the ones that I think of when I think of boxing, pure boxing. Petr Yan is always someone that comes to mind because he don't really throw no kicks like that. He got the hands. And then Nunes and Conor. Whew, that is tough. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell Max he ain't the best boxer.
No, I can't tell him shit after that performance. You're not gonna hear me say shit to Max. I'm the best. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. So what's next for him? Fuck it. It took us what 15, 20 minutes. It took us 15 minutes to get here. So what's next for Max, yo?
I don't care. He deserved it. He deserved that much time for a performance like that. You're damn right we took 15 minutes for it. I already told you this. You know what I want to see. If he wins on Saturday, Max Conor for the lightweight title. That's what I want. That is what I want. I want Max Conor 2 for the lightweight title. That is.
You don't want Max to skip everybody, skip Charles, skip everybody.
I fucks with you, Charles.
Skip Justin.
Justin already got a shot. He lost. If you were the UFC, you just had this performance on ABC. Unfortunately, they were stupid enough to have this go up against a NFL playoff game, and that absolutely destroyed all of his viewership. But still, you just got for Max, who's 100% a legend in this sport, and one that some might have thought was maybe possibly on the downside. He done lost his belt now. Maybe and then he comes back with that. You need to capitalize on it.
A lot of people don't know. Max is still young. Max is what?
Yeah,
31. Like
maybe. Yeah, he's really young, and he's just been fighting for a ridiculously long time. So to me, the biggest fight you can make, and it's a fight that Max has deserved for some time. So he's 29. He's not turning 30 until December.
And he turned it in on like that now? Oh shit.
Yeah. To me, I'm not mad if they give him the winner of the featherweight title shot, but I've seen both of those fights. Recently, I've seen both of those fights. That Conor fight was a whole. You're redoing Conor Poirier right now. Same thing. That was a long time ago. Very different fighter. Max is a very different fighter now than he was then. And I want Conor to fight these dudes because Conor never defended his belt against these dudes. Like that's always been a big straw of contention for me is that Conor never defended a belt in the UFC. Neither one of them. That bothers me to no end. And Max is one of those guys who deserved a title shot then and got held up. And to me, that's the fight to make. If Conor wins, let me 100% preface that. If Conor wins, you make Max versus Conor. Sorry, Charles, fucks with you. You're getting thrown to the side this time. That's what it is. If Poirier wins, I'm not opposed to Max Poirier too. That fight was fucking amazing. Yes, Poirier won the fight. I'm not gonna argue over who
Seems like my
still, Max Conner is the fight. Max versus Conner is the fight to make if Conner wins on Saturday.
I wanted him to fight Volkanovski. I wanted him to. You got to make the Conner fight.
You have
got to. It's not even close at this point. Because it's kind of obvious that the UFC doesn't want to make the Volkanovski fight because Max has already had 2 shots. But I'm gonna keep it real. I think after that performance, it's totally up to Max and what he wants to do. To me, in my opinion, Max has his choice.
That's very true.
You want to move up and go for the 155 belt, or do you want to stay down here and reclaim your throne? So I think Dana's going to give him the option, and not many fighters have that. Like that's the crazy shit about this performance, because after what he did to Cater, you can't put anybody else in there with Max at 145.
No.
It has to be Volkanovski. It has to be Volkanovski. He's destroying anybody else you put there in with him. Period. Because nobody else is doing that to Volk. Nobody else is doing that to Cater. I'm sorry. Like, I know Cater's only ranked 6.
No.
Nobody else is doing that to him.
Not like that. Not like that. You might beat him.
Right.
You might could get a win. You ain't beating him like that. No.
But as far as being totally dominant and like making a 6 rank look like he's trying to break into the top 10, nah. Max got his choice, man. And
top 20.
Yeah. So if I'm Max, choice is yours. What world you trying to rule? So I'm gonna keep it real. You know how big of a Conor fan I am, bro. I'm a huge Conor fan. That's my guy.
Yep.
I don't like the matchup. I don't like the matchup for Conor, bro. That's too much output over 5 rounds. And we know how Conor likes to slow down in the 3rd round. So if he don't knock Max out by the 3rd round, it's gonna be a long night. So Max got the world in his hands.
Conor's open to the fight.
I heard.
Conor's open to the fight.
Conor's open to it.
Conor's already said. Conor has said after that performance, he's in that conversation. He deserves a match against me, more or less. Conor has said straight up, like, yeah, I'll happily rematch Max. So,
and I have a little tidbit for you too. Tidbit for you. Okay. Conor wants to fight Pacquiao, right?
Yeah.
What if? Because you know Pacquiao fights at what, 143?
What's welterweight would be 147, 140 to 147.
Okay. What if Max takes the Volkanovski fight, and then Conor tries to be double champ again? Think he'll come back down to 145?
No, I don't think he's coming down to 145.
You don't think so? I think he's too big for it. No. But I had to ask.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
Just because of the Pacquiao thing.
They'll have him come up. They'll gladly meet Pacquiao like 150 or something.
I don't know if I like Max at 155 though. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if I like Max at 155, man. Like,
I don't like him against certain fighters at 155.
Yeah, because he fought Poirier at 155, right?
He did.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about Max coming up to 155, bro. Like,
there are certain guys who are just, I mean, and it's the case with any weight class. There are certain guys that are just like a Poirier or a Gaethje that are just huge, strong, and power is a different level. But aside from those two, I'm sitting here looking at the rankings now. Oliveira, Connor, Ferguson, Dan Hooker, Paul Felder, like those aren't them kind of like, Poirier power, the way you could see the difference in that power between Poirier and Max in that fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Outside of him and Gaethje, I don't think that maybe Dos Anjos, he's really strong, but he ain't what he used to be to me, at least.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Felder's got shit. Thinking about boxers, I completely forgot Paul fucking Felder. He's in that combo. But even someone like Felder, I don't think has that level of power. And those are the ones who I'd be most worried about against Max, because Max is a volume puncher. But
right.
I don't know. I'm ready to see him go ahead and go up there for me.
Yeah, that's the fight for me. I'm not going front. That's the fight for me, bro. Like, if it's not Volkanovski, bro, go ahead and get actually fuck Volkanovski, bro. We know you won that second fight. Go ahead and get your paper.
Won that second fight. 100% won that second fight.
Go get your paper, bro. Go get your paper, and then if anything, go back down. Go get it. Double check.
Right.
Less error. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Right.
Max put himself in a very good position, bro. I'm really proud of Max, man, because there was a lot of people writing Max off.
And you get it, because we see that in the fight, but you never know until it happens. And you're like, maybe that was something wrong, but nah, I still believe him. And then they get knocked out in that next fight, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, it goes that quickly.
You've seen it happen.
It goes that quickly. Yeah. Exactly. So, you're never quite sure, but, Max shut all that shit down real quick.
Listen to your co-host.
You listen to your co-host. We'll talk about that on Saturday.
Moving on.
Here we go.
Moving on. Whatever.
Right.
Go ahead. Give the people the Khabib update, bro.
So Dana White and Khabib met some point last week, I think, while they're in Abu Dhabi. And Dana more or less was talking like, Khabib, after this next fight with Conor and Poirier, I think one of them does really good. Khabib's looking to come back. He just wants one of them to motivate him. Yeah. Khabib ain't got that.
Typical Dana.
Khabib doesn't agree with that. So this was an interview. Where is it? With Sport 24, which is a Russian sports outlet. Mm-hmm. So these are Khabib's words. There must be some motivation, some hunger. If you're not hungry, I've been in sports for so many years. I've been doing it all my life. I've achieved almost everything in this sport, and there isn't someone who I would like to fight now. I know that there are many fighters who would like to earn money, who strive for something. What should I do? A lot of people don't want to understand my side. Basically, just moving forward in it. He's got a lot of different business stuff that is planned, and fights are not in those plans. He said that he's training because he just likes to train. The biggest thing that gives me pleasure is training. I enjoy when I wrestle, run, spar, work on pads. This is what I've been doing all my life, and I'll continue to train constantly as well. But if we talk about the fights, they are not a part of my plans. Those are the words of Khabib.
Oh, so Khabib on that St. Pierre wave, basically.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe when someone really catches my eye, I'll come back for it. But what's here right now, got nothing for me.
Okay. So what's your response to that? Because, I'm going to get my shit off. You already know. I done had my drink. I'm about to get my shit
off. It's basically what I expect. Khabib, the top guys in around those weight classes, Khabib beat him. Like he is a, when you think of the martial arts part of mixed martial arts, that is something that Khabib to me represents very well. In that this is about.
I hate you too, Marcus. You know what, Marcus? Thank you, Marcus. I'm not gonna say I hate you. I love you, Marcus. You my mans, bro. You my homie, dog. I'm not gonna sit up here and be petty to you because I was petty to you on Martin Luther King Day, and you haven't let me live it down since. So you know what, Marcus? I hope you're having a great day. And I will see you on Saturday. But if you come at me with any type of Nets talk on Saturday, I'm gonna hibachi you. Leave me alone.
Nets talk is coming. Nets talk is coming on Saturday. But we'll save that for Saturday. But as I was saying, I think Khabib is really about like this. Like this is what I do. But I'm on a path. I'm on a search to reach this place, to find those challenges. And if he doesn't see those challenges, he's not gonna fight. And as the landscape is right now, he doesn't see those challenges. That don't mean that there's not people that's gonna call him. Conor's already still saying, we still got unfinished business. Conor, he also said the same thing, like, if he's really going to stay, like, I don't wish him any harm. If he's really going to stay away, then I'll move on. But he kind of wants that get back. Like, as simple as that. Conor wants that get back. I don't think he's going to get it. But, to me, Khabib is just someone that he seems to be at peace with doing this other stuff, worrying about business. And he can still get the joy in training and just working out and doing that kind of stuff. I think he's fine unless someone catches his eye like that. And I'm not mad at him. As Marcus wrote in, Khabib earned the right to say fuck Conor. He absolutely did. Conor said a whole bunch of fucked up shit. Khabib whooped that ass. Hey, you on my time. Sorry, you on my time. Like, kind of control a lot of shit. You don't control me. I do what the fuck I want. Simple as that. Now go on and say what you got to say.
You ready for me to get my shit off?
Go on and do your shit, Malik Bayless.
Get my shit off? Let me ask you a question, Corey. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the aficionado of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a host. You're a gracious host. But I ask you a question. Except for Ally Quinta, who's the toughest opponent that Khabib had?
Toughest as far as, like, who gave him the best fight?
Who gave him the most trouble when it came to, like, who gave him the most trouble except for Ally Quinta?
Conor. And there's probably a couple guys early. I'm forgetting someone early on that kind of dropped him. Might have been Michael Johnson. I don't remember. There's someone else early, but someone dropped him in an early UFC fight, and it's completely escaping me.
I think it's Michael. No, Michael Johnson sounds right. I think it's Michael Johnson. I think it is Michael Johnson. I think you're correct with that.
Right.
That name definitely rings a bell. I think it's Michael Johnson.
I can't remember. I might be completely wrong, but someone gave in one of his first couple UFC fights, somebody gave him some issues on the feet. And what was a closer fight than all of his later fights were. But it's escaping me right now. But of the later fights, when he was Khabib, Conor was his toughest fight. Easily.
My message to Khabib: stop ducking smoke. Stop it. I'm tired of niggas dissing. Stop
ducking.
It. Stop
ducking.
Tired of Khabib ducking smoke. Or you can shake your head, grab your water, do whatever you want. Stop ducking smoke.
How is it ducking when he already destroyed him already?
I don't care. I don't care. Nate beat him. What round Nate beat him in? By rear naked choke?
It was the fourth.
It was the fourth. All right, so that's one round more. What no, Conor, no, didn't Conor and Khabib go to the fourth
too? I think that was in the fourth as well.
Okay then. Identical. Khabib don't want to see Conor in no rematch, bro. It's not. Conor's a killer in the rematch, bro. Killer. Especially if he beat Dustin in 60 seconds. If he beat Dustin in 60 seconds, you can't deny that man. You can't.
Yes, you can. It's pretty easy.
No. I don't care about the disrespect. None of that. I don't want to see. I don't care. Khabib could care all he wants to. It has nothing to do with me. I don't care. You cannot, from an entertainment standpoint, put the morals to the side. I understand that his father passed. And I understand Conor said some fucked up shit. I understand. So I get it. But at the same time, from an entertainment standpoint, I don't want to see Conor fight nobody else at 155 if he destroys Dustin Poirier in 60 seconds. There's nobody else for him. Khabib should take that fight. And the build up to the first fight was crazy. Everything from Khabib slapping up Conor's mans to Conor coming back and throwing a dolly through the bus window. You have to.
I almost forgot about them rolling up on Artem like that. They rolled up on Artem deep as shit. That was kind of fucked up. Second part, that was a crime. You damn near went to jail for that shit.
You mean to tell me you don't want to see a second fight?
Can't go there. I don't want to see a second moment like that. I'm not saying I don't want to see a second fight. I'm saying I see why Khabib's in control in this.
Which is true.
That's just what it like.
Which is true.
Very, very seldomly is there people who are more in control than the star. And Khabib is. Because Khabib does not have to do shit. Because I've already beat you. Did this. You said these things. You disrespected my family, my manager. And in Khabib's mindset is, I already got you. You did that, I got you for it already. So now there's nothing for me there. There in his mind. There's nothing else for me there. There's nothing else for me to prove.
Nothing else for him but an L.
Okay.
Nothing else for him but an L. Come on, man. I'm not doing this, man.
But he ain't ducking. We gonna stop that. He's ducking.
Ducking smoke.
He's not ducking. Stop that.
He's ducking smoke. Sorry.
That.
Sorry. I know you can hate it all you want, Corey.
No, but that's it's not a fact. Not ducking. I hate the mid, like it's the same thing in battle rap when one of them some rookie who's had like 2 battles just barely drop on YouTube calls out fucking Tay-Rock or whoever, and then they don't want to battle him. They're like, you're ducking me. It's like, no, the fuck, I'm not. I have nothing to prove against you. It's a no-win situation for this person. A Conor fight is a no-win situation for Khabib unless he just wants another huge payday. And he don't need that because Khabib ain't never been about the money like that.
Yeah, he don't want that L on this record either. So
Okay.
I'm just saying. We know who Conor's gunning for. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Like Conor's about just reclaiming his title.
Conor's about legacy. Conor don't give a shit about titles. Conor gets title. Like, again, Conor ain't never even defended a title. Connor's about legacy. He just want to hold that. Say you gotta call him a double champ now, despite the fact that he never defended a title. You can't take away the fact that he was a double champ. Period. Point blank. That's what Connor's about.
I got Conor in the second fight.
It is what it is.
Sorry. I got Conor.
Sure you do.
I got Conor in the second fight.
Y'all motherfuckers ain't learn. Y'all don't never learn from the basics, from the simple evidence that was placed in front of you, and y'all don't want to learn. But that's cool.
For one fight? It's one fight.
Most times, people only fight each other once.
Oh, this ain't Conor Khabib though. This ain't Conor Khabib. It's different. There's levels to this. This is different.
It's nice for Conor. It's great for Conor. I'm sure Conor does want to get that back. There's nothing there for Khabib. There's nothing. There's nothing there for Khabib. That's fine.
But an L.
That's fine.
So if Khabib beats Conor a second time, that doesn't boost Khabib higher. You want to tell me that if Khabib beats Conor twice? Honestly, I honestly think it would help Khabib more, and it will hurt Conor more if Khabib was to take him out a second time. That's the real revenge. To me, in my opinion, that's the real revenge. Because it would dim Conor's light when it comes to the 155 division. What will force Conor to move to 170, and a lot of people don't feel like Conor should stay in 170.
He should not.
I don't think he should either.
I don't think it would should a second fight happen. I don't think it would force him to 170 because I don't think Khabib would be coming back to stay.
You think he'd come back for that one fight?
I think he'd come back for a fight. I don't think he's ever going to be a full-time fighting 2-3 times a year fighter again. I don't think Khabib would ever do that again. I think he'll come back for a singular fight. I agree that of the people right now, yes, Conor would do the most to boost him as far as legacy wise and in GOAT conversations and stuff. Because that is the easiest argument against Khabib is, dog, you really only got 3 good wins, like 3 like real wins to your name right now. So like, yes, it would help, but who knows what will be the case by next summer. Who know? Stylebender went from a prospect to a champ in like a year plus, and became one of the biggest stars, in combat sports. Period. Just like that, no one was thinking Adesanya Jones in 2018. Or, in 2019. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was never a thought until it was, because just like that, these things happen. So right now, yes, Conor would be the best option for that. But I also don't think that I don't think that Khabib, I think Khabib already thinks he's the GOAT.
Yeah,
so
that's clear.
What I mean?
That's clear. That's clear.
Right. So I don't know if he's going, oh, yeah, no, this will give no doubt. In his mind, he already is. So his motivations are different.
So Marcus asks, how many good fights does Conor have?
As far as before he starts being on the downturn, he's got plenty. To me, if
like,
you want
Marcus, try to clarify. Do you mean how many fights does he have left, like career-wise, or do you mean like an entertainment value type?
Right.
Like how many good fights does Conor have?
Who are the guys left for him to like good fights left as opponents, or like what does he have left in his tank? I think there's plenty left in his tank, because the only real wars he's been in is the Diaz fights and the Khabib fight. The Diaz fights were really those ones that really take years off your career, is really kind of the Diaz fights. Aside from that, he doesn't really have a lot of those. So to me, I mean, I don't know what all his fights back on the when he was in Ireland wise, I don't know about those. As far as entertainment value wise, I still want to see him and Gaethje.
Yeah, I do.
There are possibilities for him.
I don't
Gaethje
know about
is a possibility.
fight, 'cause, I mean,
I'm not saying whether it's a good. I'm completely putting to the side whether it's a good matchup or a bad matchup.
I'm gonna be real with you. I kind of got Gaethje and Dustin in the same realm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I see you against Dustin, if I see you against Poirier, I kind of would probably know what you would do.
I think it would still sell, though. I think it would still sell. I'm thinking strictly as far as you're putting this on the marquee. Are people going to be interested in that? I think that is a fight. I think Holloway is a fight. I think Masvidal, if they wanted to do that.
I was going to say Masvidal.
Those are probably the three main ones.
Tony. And then I put Tony in there. Even though Tony just got washed.
That's a tough one.
I'd still put Tony in there. I want to see Tony versus Conor, bro. I would still want to see that. I don't know if that's being like, now that I'm a little bit solidified in the MMA community a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing the show with my boy. I don't know, maybe that's why I'm feeling that way, you know what I'm saying? But I still want to see. I still think that would be a big fight, him versus Tony. I think
Tony would have to win like a couple fights and get back on that.
At minimum, he needs to win another fight. I get you.
He's got to get something, because right now it's looking like
his stock is very high right now.
Right, and then though I absolutely would not want to see it. If Conor goes on a run, if Conor wins the lightweight belt, he's going to go after the welterweight belt. He is. So now you're talking about him versus Usman, which I think is an awful. But again,
it's either going to be Usman or Burns. I don't like either matchup for Conor. I'm not going to front. I don't.
Or I could even say maybe Conor loses a fight, something like that. He's still got the big name, but maybe you don't want him in a title fight. I could see them for the pure Jesus, just for the fucking build-up and the press conferences. You think Dana would go Conor versus Colby?
I was going to mention Colby. I was going to mention Colby. Because here's the thing. You know why? I said this today when I was watching a little bit of the press conference. I didn't see the whole thing because I didn't have time. Me too, Marcus. I love that Masvidal matchup.
I hate that matchup.
I still don't like it for Conor.
I don't like Conor at 170. I don't like Conor against real 170.
Yeah, me neither. That's kind of scares me too against him. At him versus Donald Cerrone and him versus Nate. It's different. Nate, like you said, I think last show, you said Nate should fight at 155.
Exactly.
He should fight at 170. He should fight at 155.
Right.
Him versus Masvidal. I say Masvidal, Gilbert Burns, or see, I forget his name. That's how. I forget his name because that's how boring he is. Usman.
That Kobe fight was amazing.
He's a toe stomper. He's a toe stomper. I don't care. I don't care.
He's forever in my good graces for breaking Kobe Covington's face. I do no wrong by me.
I give you that. But like I was saying, I forgot what I was saying, but like I was saying, this new Conor, this golly gee shucks Conor, not feeling it. I get it.
He's got nothing. He needs a target. Like Masvidal to give him that target. Someone like Kobe would give him that target. He needs that target. Someone like Poirier.
I think Tony would. That's why I said Tony. Is because Tony talks a lot of shit.
Yeah, he does.
Delusional, Delusional shit.
To say the least.
But he talks a
Yeah,
lot of shit. The build up in between Tony and Conor would be crazy. Because the minute Tony starts talking shit,
Conor's going in.
Connor's going in, bro. Connor's going in. Bro, you couldn't even make it to fight Khabib. 5 times? You couldn't even make it to fight Khabib. Yeah, I want to see. I want to see.
He gonna go in on his little Instagram break. He gonna go in on his little Instagram videos. You're a fucking breakdancer. He gonna go in on all that shit. He would, absolutely. That would be great to see. And then again, in the same way that I spoke with Khabib, you don't know who's going to come up, as far as these younger guys, like who's like throwing it out there, because he's kind of the young guy that I see weight class below. Who's to say fucking god damn, I just forgot his name. Yair. Who's to say like Yair couldn't make a huge, like win a big fight, win the welterweight title, maybe have a defense, and now, nearing the end of 2022, Yair is one of, a young, good-looking Mexican star. That's exactly what the fuck the UFC wants. And now he's not in the conversation for some fight like that and possibly going up to 150. Like, you never know how shit can happen like that. So, to me, anything's a possibility. But Conor's got, if he wants, Conor's got plenty of really good fights in 3 different weight classes. Hell, I wouldn't be mad to see him versus Frankie Edgar again. We never got him versus Frankie. I'm mad we didn't get that fight. I wanted to see that shit. That'd be great.
I don't know if I want to see that now.
Frankie's, I know. Yeah, it doesn't hold the same way that it did. But there was a time for it.
Yeah. All right, well, shit, we done spent most of the goddamn show on Conor.
Yeah. we really went in on it. God damn it, Conor always fogging up shit.
As he should. The fuck? As he should. I'm gonna give my man Conor his flowers, bro. Yo, nah. All right, so next topic, we got Stipe versus Ngannou. I guess it's official. We got a date?
UFC 260, which is March. It's end of March. I think it's the 27th.
Okay.
I think it's the 27th. So that is, I don't know if UFC ever made it, but like ESPN, all the major ones have basically said that's the expectation for UFC 260 headline. Stipe versus Ngannou 2. Now, you want to talk about ducking. Stipe been running from this fight for a while. Stipe ain't wanted no parts of Ngannou again. He knows. I caught Ngannou early at the right time when he didn't know how to handle a wrestler like this. This new motherfucker here? Nah, I'm good. Cormier, come on. I thought we was doing number 3. DC. I thought we was doing number 3, DC. Ain't we doing number 3? Come on, DC. Nah, I don't. Quite frankly, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be caught by the wind that an Ngannou punch creates. That man is fucking terrifying. Tread lightly, Stipe. It wouldn't shock me if this Stipe last fight. You know what? Let me just try to go out here and get this last one in. And if I don't, I'm done. Like,
you don't think Stipe wants to John fight if he wins?
If he wins, he might do that for a money fight. I wouldn't be shocked by that.
Right, yeah.
That's a big money fight. I don't think he's going to win. I think Ngannou's going to do Stipe like he did everybody else. I think Ngannou needed that. He needed that fight. He had that mental issue in the follow-up against Derek Lewis. And since then, he got his head straight.
I don't know. Ngannou's had a long layoff, though. If you really think about it,
because he ran through everybody else.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
So is Stipe, though.
True.
Like Stipe has too. So they're both. It's both been a while for both of them. But I think Stipe caught him the first time at the right time. and I just don't see him doing that to Ngannou again. If he can do that to Ngannou a second time, he's the greatest heavyweight of all time. I'll say that shit right now. If that man can limit Ngannou twice, I'll never question Stipe again, ever. I just don't think it's gonna fucking happen.
So you got Ngannou.
100%.
Are we waiting until?
No, I'll give it to you right now. I will say it now. I'll say it 2 weeks from now. I'll say it a week before, day before the fight. Ngannou, first round knockout.
So Stipe got lucky when he took that first punch by Ngannou.
No. But we know Stipe can be knocked out.
That is true. But maybe Stipe only got knocked out in that first fight because of that fight with Ngannou.
Well, then he would have got knocked out in the other fights by Cormier, because Cormier hit him with the other heavy punches in the second and third fights too. And
Cormier kind of caught him with with some shit that he didn't.
He never saw coming. He never saw that punch.
Yeah,
he had no clue an uppercut could come at that moment.
He seemed to be able to deal with DC's power all right in the next two fights. Right. Like, it didn't really deter him at all. So
right. I don't think Ngannou ever caught him with that punch, though. And when he did, he was always just missing, and it was after he was dead tired. Like, even in like fourth and fifth round, like, he could only get off like 3 punches per round, but them 3 punches was like, ooh, you barely got out of the way of that. You better be happy you did.
You don't think Stipe wrestles again in the second fight?
I think he tries. I think Ngannou's better equipped to handle that now. That's my point.
I mean, who do you really show that against though? Like,
well, he hasn't had to.
Yeah, because everybody he fought his stand up and wanted to box with him like idiots. Like,
no, Curtis Blades is a rep. That's boring. Curtis Blades.
Okay, good point. I forgot he fought Curtis. Then he fought Curtis for a second time, I do believe, yes. Right? Okay, yes. I give you Curtis, but it's still levels, man. It's still. I get Curtis Blades and I get it, but he's usually around that 4 or 5, and they keep him there. No fault to his own, because I think he did he lose this
He is better than he's better than pretty much everyone else. He's just not better than
wise,
He's number 2. Like, it's Stipe and Ngannou, and then Curtis Blades. He beats everybody else.
Yeah.
I fully believe Ngannou is just at a different point now. It's whatever other person you want. It's Matt Hughes catching GSP early, Jens Pulver catching BJ Penn early. Like, that's what this is. But when they come back around, it's a different motherfucker. That's what I see this as.
Okay. If I was to pick today, I would still pick Stipe. Regardless of Ngannou almost killing the nigga in the octagon, I'd still go Stipe. I haven't seen enough from Ngannou, except for him being more accurate with his punches, to believe that if Stipe makes it out of the second round, it's not going to be more of the same. Now, if there was another fight where Ngannou went 3, 4, 5 rounds, and we saw that the conditioning was there, all right, you got me. But he's still knocking dudes out in the first, early second round. Like, I don't even think anybody's made it out of the first round since that Derek Lewis fight to be real.
It's been all murder, death, kills.
I mean, it was kind of like that before too. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it that he's returned to form, but I can't say that he's exceeded where he was before because I haven't seen it.
Right. It's banking on. I believe you've worked, on this stuff. We haven't seen it because you're just destroying people before you get a chance to. But I think he's done that. And just as a reminder, 20 seconds, 111, 26 seconds, 45 seconds. Those are the last four. Those are the time of his last four fights.
You ain't show me shit, bro. Like,
he ain't had to. He ain't had to. What is he supposed to do? Not throw punches? I'm just gonna not throw punches until you wrestle. Like
I'm not blaming Francis for it. Like, bro, I don't blame you. Like, you get niggas out of there in the first minute and a half. I don't blame you. But at the same time, the level of respect I've gained for Stipe after those Daniel Cormier wars, I gotta see it. It's just something that I just have to see. And I know Ngannou got crazy power, and I know he could turn anybody's lights out if he touches you. But I can say this: the one person I've seen Ngannou touch and not knock out is who?
It's Stipe.
It's Stipe.
Absolutely.
It's Stipe. So it's just something that I gotta see with my own eyes, bro. It may slap me in the face when I see it.
I understand it.
You know what I mean?
I understand the reasoning. I absolutely do. Don't agree with it, but I get it. I gotta see it.
Gotta see it.
Understandable. Now that leaves your boy, John Jones on the outside looking in. I was originally thinking, good point, Marcus.
It's a great point. Like I said, I can't argue any of those points, bro. I really can't. But I have to go by what I've seen.
Makes sense.
And usually to turn my opinion on something, I have to actually see you go through that same thing and overcome that. If he hasn't done that yet, I get it. You've been working on wrestling this whole time. I get it. But you've been doing that shit in practice.
Right.
It's different when you get in the octagon with niggas like Stipe. It's just different. So
absolutely,
I would just have to see it. That's all.
Understandable.
But go ahead about John.
So I was originally concerned with what does this mean for John Jones now?
He on ice.
He is on ice. Dana White did say though that the winner of Stipe-Ngannou will almost definitely fight John Jones next. Who do you think John wants to see?
I don't like that Ngannou fight for him. I've always said that. I just don't. It depends. It depends. Because I thought John was ready for heavyweight before that Reyes fight.
Right.
Like when I don't know if it was when he was coming back to fight DC again. But he looked like a heavyweight in his training videos. And I was like, yo, John's putting on a lot of muscle. And I was like, yo, you should just go ahead and move to heavyweight. Fuck the Cormier fight. Fuck the Gustafsson fight. Fuck the Reyes fight. Bro, just go ahead and move up. Like you don't need to prove shit at that division anymore. So I don't know if the weight cut is why we kind of see a little bit of slippage from John. And that's the reason why he looks like that.
I have my theories, but I'm not going to go into Jones slander today.
You mother... I get what you're trying to say.
not going into Jones slander
I
today.
get what you're trying to say. It was a picogram.
I have a theory.
It was a picogram.
Had to get in there some way.
He mixed it in there with his coat.
Had to get in there some way.
Leave my man John alone, all right? You know they cutting product out here. Like, come on, let's stop it. All right, let's stop. They cutting product.
Ain't look the same
Fuck wrong
sense.
with you, bro?
Ain't look the same sense.
Who?
Fuck wrong with you? Why you always talking about my cousin, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
What I said?
You ain't do no goddamn. You put shit in the goddamn coke. Stop.
I said they. I didn't say him. I said they. You know what I'm saying?
Stop the shit, bro.
They cutting the weight. What you want me to do?
Stop the shit.
All right, Gerard. All right, I'm sorry. All right.
Stop the shit, bro.
Okay, what's better than you then, Gerard?
We are still trying to get people on the show. You can't call people crackheads and think
I didn't call him a crackhead. If he sniffed coke, he sniffed coke. He said he sniffed coke. What you want me to do?
Oh my gosh, get off my show, bro.
He admitted to it. But like I was saying, let's get back to the official business. Like I was saying,
Right.
I don't know if the diminished John Jones that we've been seeing, that we think is a diminished John Jones at this point in his career, if that's due to, Corey, what you believe is that he can't take what he was taking before. Me personally, I think it's the weight cut. But the nigga I don't want to find out about to find out with.
The wrong person to test that against.
The wrong person to test that theory against is fucking Francis Ngannou. I'm sorry. It's not. No, I don't want to see John versus Ngannou. So yes, I'm rooting for Stipe to win this fight.
I don't blame you.
I don't
blame you.
I just got these images, bro, of John getting knocked out. I don't know why.
I've got images of the first person to ever get their feet lifted off the canvas off one uppercut.
And I love John. That's my homie, bro. That's my homie, bro. But just the way John fights.
John is arrogant enough to think he should strike with Francis.
Yes, that's my problem. That is my problem.
Exactly.
Is that I know John. Like, John gets in there with everybody. He wants to beat you at your own stop. Unless you get him in trouble, that's when he goes to the wrestling. That's the only way he gets in trouble.
Right.
Any other time, he want to prove a point. Francis is the wrong nigga to get in there and want to prove a point with.
That's a fact.
Stipe, you better win, bro. You better win, Stipe.
We might have to put something on this. We might have to put something.
We definitely gonna have to put a case. We definitely gonna have to put a case into it.
Yeah. Real quick, also announced 4260. I know we already kind of over time, so we'll just run through it real quick. But Volkanovski-Ortega has been announced as what'll probably be the co-main event, assuming that everything goes well. On the same card, was gonna happen after Ortega destroyed Korean Zombie like that. Made it pretty clear. Early thoughts.
I don't know yet. I can't. It's just because I even though he beat Korean Zombie and he beat the hell out of him, bro.
Korean Zombie.
He did get his ass kicked by Max, and it was pretty bad too. Like,
that's where Max's previous records were.
Yeah, I know. That's my point. Like, I get it. Like, you went away for a year, came back, shaved your head. Like, I get it, bro. You reinvented yourself. I get it.
Shaved head.
But I honestly believe if Volkan could beat Max, he could beat Ortega.
Yeah. I gotta see some more. I want to kind of look at some other stuff again. Um, I get that idea. I'm also Ortega has a power component that Max doesn't have. That's kind of what concerns me about this fight for Volkanovski. You take them shots that Max was throwing and you put Ortega's power behind it, you're going to sleep. And that is the concern. And I don't think he'll be able to kind of overpower Ortega the way he did Max and really just kind of bunch him up against the cage and do that kind of stuff.
Right.
I think this is a better matchup for Ortega than Max was. Because he couldn't control, because Max is going to control distance and keep you with the long ass arms and shit. It's tough, but I would not be shocked at, especially the way he looked against Korean Zombie. On first thoughts, I think Ortega's a worse matchup for Volkanovski, and I could see him taking the.
Okay.
That's tough though.
Okay. I'm not mad at that either. Like I can't refute that point because I'm dead ass on it. I kind of got both of them. To be real, I don't care. Like I after the
Max
kind of
right.
You don't care.
Doing that. Max doing that, realizing that's what he did to Ortega minus a round because they just stopped it. And the fact that most believe he beat Volkanovski's second fight, it's very hard to then get really excited over this. That being said, I do think it has the potential to be a very entertaining fight. Like, it says nothing about the quality of the fight. It's just Max doing what he did really just kind of overshadows that shit now. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't care. So on to the next topic so we can get out of here.
Right.
We here.
This is, man. I'm excited. I'm really hyped for this. Do we need to go through this whole card, or do we just want to run through the top two fights? Because that's kind of the main ones.
What is the rest of the card?
I'm pulling it up right now. So the main two, here we go. Conor and Poirier, obviously. Michael Chandler, Dan Hooker, Jessica I, Joanne Calderwood.
Okay, you can stop there. That's it.
Exactly. That's the third fight. So
you can stop there. Yeah, let's just talk about the first two. The last two. Yeah, let me just talk about those.
We know you got Conor in a minute.
Yeah, you got Conor too. What are you talking about?
Conor in the first. I don't have him in a minute. I think it'll go around 3 or 4.
I'm starting to back off of that minute. The reason why I'm backing off of that minute is because the respect I have for Dustin Poirier and the shit that he's accomplished since that Conor fight. I can't sit up here and disrespect Poirier and say that he lose in 1 minute. I just can't do that. I respect Conor. Conor has proven me wrong time and time again when it comes to shit before I became a Conor fan. I don't think he gets Dustin out of there in the first minute. I just don't. And I think Conor respects Poirier a little bit more than to actually believe he's going to get him out of there in the first minute. But of course I got Conor. Like I don't. Of course, like I don't. And until somebody proves me wrong, the Khabib fight was different because it's a different stylistic matchup for Conor.
A whole different animal.
That's different. But I don't see Poirier wrestling.
No.
And if you don't wrestle Conor, I don't see you beating Conor. He's too accurate, too fast, too powerful.
Yeah.
I got Conor first round knockout, man. I do. I got Conor first round knockout. Second round, if shit gets spicy.
I was just gonna say that I could see it kind of being maybe not quite like it, but similar to the Eddie Alvarez fight.
Yeah.
Where he kind of picks his spots in the first, establishes it, and you're like, oh shit, this might be a problem. And then in the second, he kind of pours it on it and gets him out of there. I could see it kind of going something similar to that, but I do still think Conor finishes him. Not to discredit Poirier, big fan. I think Conor is in a different mind space. I think he's in a different level right now. So we're gonna see. And that co-main though, Dan Hooker, Michael Chandler.
You go first. You might have to convince me. I'm gonna let you go first because you might.
I got Hooker.
Okay.
Hooker won me over with this too, with the Felder fight, and you go in the firefight with Paul Felder, you come out, you a real motherfucker after that, and you stood there and traded with Poirier in a fight that was very close. You lost, but very, very close fight. Outstanding, one of the fights of the year. And I don't think Chandler I know Chandler don't got hands like that. Damn sure not like Poirier and Felder. He's a wrestler. He's going to try to control it. I just don't think he's going to be able to control it the way he wants to against Hooker. And I'm always wary of guys in their first fights in the UFC, especially when you get thrown in the deep end like this. More often than not, it don't go good. We've seen it happen over and over again. It takes guys a fight or two to get going, to get used to it. Look at Shogun lost to fucking Forrest Griffin. Like, that shit happened. Hector Lombard won like 30-something straight fights, came in and lost to Tim Boach. Like, it always takes at least a fight or two to get used to the UFC and being in that octagon and that size of an octagon and that kind of stuff. And I just don't see Chandler being able to control Hooker. And Hooker's been in firefights too. Like, if he were to go that route like he did with Alvarez in their fights, and it becomes a firefight, Hooker's been in there. So that isn't some kind of new ground for him either. I think Hooker is overall a better guy, and I think he probably finishes him in the third.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Michael Chandler. Fuck it. Go Michael Chandler. Haven't seen too much. Went back, watched a little bit. Boy got some nasty ground and pound. If he could control the fight on the ground, I definitely got Chandler winning. But if he tries to sit there and trade with Hooker, no.
Wrong move.
No. Third round KO. No. But the reason why I'm going to give Chandler this opportunity is because it kind of took Dana a while to throw him in the fire. So it kind of seems like Michael had a little bit of control. You know what I'm saying? So Dana obviously respects him.
He does. Well, he was the alternate for the
right.
The Khabib
fight.
That was Gaethje, right? Khabib Gaethje fight.
Right.
He was alternate. He was there. He weighed in like he was prepared. So
right.
To throw you as an alternate to a championship fight, obviously Dana has some belief in him for sure.
Right. So I'm gonna go with Michael Chandler. I don't feel good. I don't feel good about it.
Right. It's a tough one. We gonna see.
I'm gonna go with that.
I'm interested. Oh,
But what you doing for the fight? You got anything planned?
alcohol. That's about it. We ain't got people up here. California, LA County is not the best place in this environment right now. So,
Yeah.
maybe my cousin might come through sometimes. It is a counter fight, so he might roll through. But other than that, nah, I'm chilling, having
I get to show my son his first counter fight, so I'm pretty excited.
There you go.
Pretty excited.
The Lakers play earlier. I'm not concerned. We play. Sorry, Marcus. We're playing the Bulls on Saturday.
Brian gonna get his shit off.
Right, so I ain't worried about that.
Unless he wilt in the fourth quarter like he did last game.
That's fine. Gave up 20 points in a single overtime period. 20 plus 5 minutes. We'll save that for Saturday. You got anything left to add on this one, sir?
No, I don't. I ain't got nothing else to say to you, Corey. I don't have nothing else to say to you. I already know if I say anything, there's a whole bunch of shrapnel that's coming my way.
Oh,
so
saving it. No need right now.
I'm gonna chill on that. I'm gonna chill on that for sure, yo. I'm gonna chill on that. It's the first time you got me. Like, all right. Like I was watching the game and you were the first person I thought about. And I was like, I watched the whole game. I watched every dribble. It's like, I knew in the first quarter, I was like, this nigga Corey is gonna botch me next time he sees me. It's like everything that he's saying is coming true right before my eyes and it's pissing me off. I watched the whole game angry as fuck. I was rooting for that game like it was a championship game. Yelling at the TV, yo, y'all gotta get y'all shit together right now. Yeah,
I do that every Lakers game myself. So it don't matter who we playing. I be on the screen. Yeah. Like I'm with you on that. So I get it. Yeah. I don't care. Me, but Orlando, really? Get shit. Yeah. Always. It's what it is.
Any positive words or anything?
46 is officially in the White House, so I'm happy right now. Let's get these stimmy checks going.
Facts. Give me my goddamn stimmy. Yeah. What?
Let's help that out. So 45 gone. That's all that matters to me. That's the importance of the week. Howard University, the GOAT. Y'all see it up there. We in the White House now. That's all.
Shit, we appreciate y'all. I guess you can follow us on Gerard. Bring your ass on here. You do it. I don't want to do that shit. If he might not even be back there no more. So you know what? Fuck it. I'll butcher it. Oh, there you go. Hey, go ahead, Gerard. You telling people where they can find us, host.
Let's go, Daiquiri Face.
Hey man, y'all know where to find us at, bro. Streaming on YouTube, streaming on Facebook, Conversations at the Shop. Make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Thursdays is fight night. Conversations at the Shop is Tuesday and Saturday. Divorce Business is coming back. I know I keep saying it, but we coming back. Trust me, we coming. Life is life.
She divorced you from the show too?
No. Spring break. We might put an episode in the same building, so be ready for that one. Amazon, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, anywhere you get your podcast, we there. So make sure y'all stream, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all rate the show everywhere y'all go. 5 stars, 4 stars. Leave a comment so we can roast you if you leave a bad one. Thank you. Everybody have a blessed day. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man.
We out.